It scared the crap out of me, honestly, and I love that feeling. I love the adrenaline.
Not many people say that they can fly over 100 meters in the air with skis on their feet.
Here I was, the mayor of Salt Lake City, had helped get the 2002 Olympic Games, and we worked so hard to get women's skeleton and women's bobsleigh into the 2002 Salt Lake Games. And nobody ever brought up ski jumping, so I assumed that in 2002 we had a gender equal Olympics. And I was flabbergasted. I had no idea that women couldn't jump.
Go, little rocket.
Here these girls had grown up since they were 5, 6, 7 years old training with the boys. And the boys were all in the World Cups and in the Olympics, and not the girls.
When I got a little bit older was when I started thinking about the Olympics, and it was frustrating to not have that goal be possible, that every athlete in every sport strives towards doing, and I just didn't have that chance.
It was clear to me it was discrimination. We just had to prove it.
Become an Olympic sport, a sport must be widely practiced around the world, universal, and have a big appeal. This is not the case for women's ski jumping, so there is no discrimination whatsoever.
We took it to the Court of Appeals, and we went to the Supreme Court of Canada, and unfortunately they turned down our case.
I thought that they would go the other way. It just makes it seem like discrimination's okay in Canada.
There were moments when I was pretty broken down and I thought that it was going nowhere. But you know, there's a silver lining to everything.
Media was all over this story at this point. We had editorials saying, let the women jump, this is discrimination. And so we just decided that if we just calm down, that the IOC would eventually make the decision to let us into 2014, and our judgment was correct.
Sochi game. Namely the ski halfpipe for men and women. The women's ski jumping.
There was this whoop of excitement, but it was only lasted a couple of seconds, and then there was this kind of quiet. And it was almost more relief than excitement after what we'd been through for 8 years. And I started crying. It was so emotional to finally make it.
It hasn't quite sunken in yet. Once I finally start going through the process of getting there, you know, and getting that accreditation and getting the team uniforms, I think that for me is when it's going to be real.
I don't think I really realized how big this is in history. Hopefully we'll expand the sport, and in 100 years or in 50 years when I look back on what I've done, it's an accomplishing feeling.
Your knees are over your feet because then you can jump really hard.
I hope that this story is an inspiration to other young girls and young women, that if you are persistent and you work really hard and you never give up, you can achieve your dreams. Because this is really more than a story about ski jumping. This is a women's rights story, it's a human rights story. And there's so many women still out there fighting for their rights, but you can do it, and you need to do it.